going on, guys? Almost had it put on the wrong way. We got the bait tank back up and running, so I just wanted to let everybody check it out, go over what I did, repairs I made, and just kind of show you the final results here. There's really not a whole lot that's changed. Just did some cleaning, cleaned up the water, cleaned out the walls, redid the pump, and we're back up and going again. So let me switch this over here and I'll let you guys see. So it's definitely a lot cleaner. We got the pump housing fixed back up. And I'll turn all this off so you guys can see through the water pretty good. Had one casualty on one of the air stones, so I got a air stone put in on one of the lines, but it's not really. Get this unplugged here. Alright, so everything's the same the way it was. I took a brush and kind of scrubbed the water down. Try to scoop everything I can. There's got a few particles floating. I guess some of my fish coughed up some hooks. There's some rust stains on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see the back of that housing very well, but what I did was I cut that end pretty much flush flat and scuffed it all up with some sandpaper and whatnot, roughed up the edges on both sides of the wall and on the edge, and I got a new piece of plexiglass, cut it without cracking it or anything this time. The scissors under the water trick doesn't work, just an FYI for people. So we got the pump housing back in, and that's that black thing right there in the middle, you can see, and some filter pad holding it in place on 3 sides. The way I sealed that plexiglass up was to use PVC glue, primer and glue, and I put it on pretty thick and I let it sit and dry for a couple days. Get it nice and hard, let it cure up. I tried to silicone it first and let it sit for a couple days, and it didn't really hold up. It just peeled right back off, so I took all that back off and redid it with PVC glue, and I glued it on both sides. So now it's all held back up. It shouldn't pop off anymore. I replaced all the filter media. I still have the same ammonia crystals and carbon crystals and filter pad, but I replaced the biofilter rocks. So we got some fresh stuff in there. I got a little bit of a Start Right put back in just to kind of prime the water. Got the air stones back in. Took the snails out. I'm going to get a couple new snails. Try to find some bigger ones. Put about 5 of them in here. That way they keep the algae down. The other 2 were doing a pretty good job. The one got sucked dry by something. Looks like it got ate, and then the other one wasn't really moving around a lot. So I'm going to get some fresh ones. And I'm just going to let this tank probably run for a few more days. Let the bacteria get built back up in the biofilter and built back up on the walls, and we're just going to let this thing reaccumulate before we start adding any more fish. But it seems to be holding up pretty good. Haven't had to do a water change yet. The water was pretty clean still, just had a bunch of stuff sitting at the bottom. And yeah, so let's get this plugged back up here. There's my air. Get the pump fired back up. That looked nasty. Looks like I got some more particles to flush out of this hose. That's the beauty of being live. You get to see stuff uncut. Looks like some. I'm gonna get all this crap back out of the water since I just cleaned it. Now I get to do it again. At least it's just leaves. Those are easy to get. We'll let this run for a while. If you guys are interested in looking for something like this, I got all the pump housing stuff at Home Depot. Lava rocks, filter padding, you can get everything at the hardware store. I got the ammonia crystals and carbon crystals at PetSmart. You can get everything for a 3-stage filter there, but I think they're a little more expensive. Just go buy you a bag of lava rocks and they'll last you forever. The pump I got on eBay. It was like 12-13 bucks. It's a 900 gallon per hour submersible pump. Made for ponds, sumps, whatnot. Just got an impeller that draws in water and pushes it up out this tube. And that's just to keep circulation going and draw it through the filtration. You can get your Airline at Home Depot. You can get it at PetSmart. I got the Air Stones at Walmart. The tank itself was free. You can get the insulation at Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, any type of spray foam insulation. This just kind of helps keep it insulated. I got this little thing here at Home Depot. It's saying it's 72 degrees. So the insulation's holding up pretty good. Just cut you a lid however you want. I got mine zip tied with a hinge. I got my whisker sticks mount ties for tying everything up so I can adjust them if I need to, if they're too tight or too loose, or if I want to take them off and reposition something. I got this fitting here at the hardware store. Just a little brass nipple. It's a hose mount here, and then a male hose mount here, and I just threaded the two together and clamped it on, and that kind of helps pressurize the water and give it somewhat of a jet. Helps keep oxygenation going. This is going to end up being a purge tank once I get around to it. And then I got my air pump back there. You just drill some holes in through the top to make room for everything, and you're ready to rock. You could easily get this done in probably a half a day, maybe a few hours if you had a buddy. Longest part's filling up the water and cleaning everything out. If you decide to get one of these tanks, make sure you clean it really good on the inside. Because if you don't know what was in here, it could be a toxic chemical. Be careful about how you drain it and how you dispose of whatever was inside. You don't want to have your dog or anything licking up anything off the ground and getting sick or worse. So just be mindful of that. I used bleach on the inner walls and scrubbed it with bleach really good a few times before I even got this thing filled up. Make sure you flush it really good. Because not only will it kill the fish, it could kill anything else that's on the ground out here. So, if you guys have any questions on tanks, I might try to do a little more in-depth video, a step-by-step guide. Maybe I'll turn that barrel into a project and do a step-by-step video series on it. That's still got a ways to go. All I've basically done is cut the lid off. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. Be happy to help anybody that I can. Take care, guys. Have a good day.